My name is Brittany Mason. How are y'all doing?
We're doing fine.
All right. Well, I'm here today to take up a moment of your time. I want to talk to you guys about a serious issue that is going on in our community. My purpose is to explain to you the serious problem we have with how we choose to eat. Some of us choose to eat healthy and some of us choose to not eat healthy. I am here to give you information and explain to you the potential problems that occur from not eating healthy. I will then explain solutions to these problems, and I will show the benefits from these solutions. Okay, there are 3 reasons you should eat healthy. The first reason is weight control, health complications, and energy, and having a sense of well-being. Okay, in weight control, it is the fastest growing cause of disease and death in America. Nearly 2/3 of Americans in America is considered to be overweight or obese. In the year 2000, the total annual cost of obesity was $117 billion. I want y'all to reflect on that number and see how that is a problem in our United States, in our society, in your community, in your church, in your home. This year, more than 300,000 Americans are predicted to die from illnesses related to overweight and obesity. So what are you doing to control your weight? Are you the person that choose foods that are more on the left side? Or are you a person that choose to eat what is on the right side?
I eat on the right side.
Well, I can tell you from my personal experience, growing up, I ate foods that were considered on the right side. My favorite food growing up was pizza. I love the burgers. I eat the pancakes. I ate chips, ice cream. I ate it all. I grew up eating those foods. Even though I was active, I just ate whatever I want. But as I got older and I realized that I was not protecting my health, I started gaining weight. I started being tired, restless, and just lack of energy. So I have learned to adapt to eat foods that are on the left side. Could this be you or one of your loved ones? Many of you know that I have a friend who has been in that person's shoes. That is a gentleman laying in a hospital bed because he chose to eat unhealthy. So ask yourself, do you want to eat unhealthy? Do you want to ingest foods that are not designed for your body to give you the proper nutrients that you need? This is statistics taken in 2010. And just to give you, to focus in on Texas, it's in the red. And what that red indicates is that obesity and being overweight is over 30% of the entire United States. Now, that number may not seem like a lot, but when you focus in, it's a lot. The second aspect I want to talk about why we should choose to eat healthy are the health complications. Now, we know that it causes heart disease, high blood pressure, cancer, sleep apnea, but the 2 health complications that I want to focus on is arthritis and type 2 diabetes. In the article that I read, arthritis is a common comorbidity of adults with obesity. Adults with obesity are 44% less likely than adults without obesity to follow physical activity. Also, I read that arthritis affects 35.6% of adults with obesity. So if you think about it, if your joints are hurting all the time, you're not going to want to move. If you have feet deformities such as this, your knees are hurting all the time, who's going to want to go to a gym and move? If you're in constant pain, you're just going to sit there. And if you're going to sit there, somebody's going to get you some food. And 9 times out of 10, after you eat your food, you're going to go to sleep because your joints are hurting. You're not going to move. The second health risk I want to talk about is type 2 diabetes. Approximately 90% of people with type 2 diabetes are overweight or obese. Again, I want you to reflect on that number, 90%. That's a high number. For those that don't know what diabetes is, it's when you are insulin resistant, refers to the inability of insulin to enhance uptake of glucose in muscles and adipose tissue, which lead to raised blood glucose levels. Basically, not controlling your sugars. And the difficult aspect of the medical treatment is you can develop diabetic ulcers and eventually will lead to amputations. Now, this is my area because I see a lot of patients that come in with uncontrollable diabetes, and they come in the hospital with different diabetic ulcers, and they wonder why they end up with an amputation. These type of wounds are what I see on a daily basis. This is cut off blood flow, decreased circulation in your legs. So when you're hungry and you're on that street corner and you want to stop and see what's convenient, you may see a Burger King or you may see a Wendy's, and it's good. I agree. I've eaten it many times, but some people get affected like this when they do not control their blood sugar. And once you get a wound with diabetes, it's hard to heal the wound because the lack of sensation. And so then you'll end up with a picture like here on the bottom with your toes cut off. So are your limbs worth it? Okay, the last reason I want to talk to you about why we all should eat healthy is our level of energy and a sense of well-being. Dietary components such as lipids, antioxidants, and certain vitamins affect brain function. According to 2009 data from the Behavioral Risk Factors Surveillance Survey, only 32.5% of adults consume fruit 2 or more times per day, and 26.3% consume vegetables 3 or more times per day. Okay, let's reflect on those numbers. That's a low percentage. So that means only a small amount of people are eating fruits and vegetables, and 9 times out of 10, the others are eating something like this, a burger and french fries, or maybe some nachos, or a whole bag of potato chips. Did you know that unhealthy eating habits can lead to tiredness, low self-esteem, depression, and gastrointestinal symptoms? There was this one study that I read that they had these 12 men and 6 women. They were put in this study, and they were to live the lifestyle of a person who was considered overweight or obese. And so they did this for 4 weeks, and they ate all the unhealthy food, all the food with the trans fat and everything. And after the report, the people reported that they were tired, they felt fat, it affected their sexual lifestyle, they had gastrointestinal problems, they couldn't breathe, and they just was not motivated to do anything. And then one of the particular individuals in the study had to stop the survey before the 4th week because they noticed the severe weight gain that he had gained, because these were all healthy individuals at first. So that's probably just something you may want to think about. The next time you feel hungry, think about what you're going to put in your mouth. So ask yourself, have you ever felt this way?
Feeling that now I'm sleeping.
I felt this way many a times, but you know what? I tell myself all the time that I love myself, and I feel that it's important that I invest in my health for my future, because I feel that I want to have a longevity lifestyle and not die at the age of 45. So, how can we fix this problem? Effective weight loss solutions. We can reduce the healthcare costs, enable you to handle stress and have higher levels of energy, and it will just help you look younger and feel fresher. These are all ways that you can fix the problem. If you don't want your toes cut off, think about it. If you want energy, if some of you have kids, if you have little ones running around and you want to be there for their functions, think about your energy level. Okay, so here are ways that you can, if you do not know how to get involved and change your lifestyle, here are ways to help you. The mainstays of heart healthy eating are fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, non-red meat sources of protein, which are poultry, fish, and beans. And of course, we need to avoid the trans fat and added sugars. Now, this picture right here is the food pyramid that we all learned in elementary school. On the bottom, you have the bread and cereal groups. You need 6 or more servings of that. On the left side, you have vegetables. You need 3 to 6 servings of that. The fruits, you need 2 to 4 servings of that. When it comes to your milk and dairy, 2 servings. Your meat and alternative groups, 2 servings. And the fats, oil, and sweets, use it occasionally. And if you don't know what that means, or if you're like, okay, you're telling me this is what I need to eat, but how do I eat it? Well, here is a sample meal plan that I have typed up for you guys, and you're welcome to get a copy if you want it. But this is one sample diet meal plan that you can follow, and you just try it out, test it, see how you feel at the end of a week. Give it 1 week and see what you think. Also, another aspect, eating healthy is one aspect, but another aspect is to get physical. It only takes 30 minutes of physical activity. For some people who can't go to the gym, don't have access to a gym, when you're at work, take the stairs instead of getting on the elevator. I know that sounds crazy if you work on the 11th floor. I'm not saying take the whole 11th flight, but take maybe 4 or 5 and then get on the elevator. At least try it. Also, when you're going shopping everywhere, park away from the building and walk to the building and see how much activity you get just by walking into the building. As I said, some can get a gym membership that opens a wide range of different machines, different activities you can do, low-pack workouts. And if you can't afford a gym membership, you can get some home video exercise programs. And if you can't afford that, I know some people, they'll go into their cabinet, and if they can't get weights, they'll lift the canned goods. Just get something. You can always be creative. So there's never a no to this. Also, you can just simply walk in your neighborhood. If you don't want to walk around the block, walk around your house. Just do something. You too can smile if you want to. The choice is up to yours. Each of these individuals, they're eating healthy and they look happy and they look fine. So in conclusion, as you can see, choosing to eat healthy will help you have a healthy weight range. You will prevent many health complications, and you will have a better sense of energy and wellness. We all have a need for positive change and don't want our health to be in jeopardy. Although the decision is up to you to live healthy if you want to, the positive choice is, yes, I want to eat healthy. Remember, you are what you eat. So I hope you all take this information into consideration and choose to eat food that is appropriate for your body. Because if you think about it, a lot of foods that they have available for us is very unhealthy and is very inexpensive. But when you actually really think about it, like I said, the healthcare cost is $117 billion. So picture yourself going in a hospital at 500 pounds wanting healthcare. How many individuals is it going to take to roll you over to clean your backside? How are you going to fit into the MRI machine when you have this pain in your back and you want to know what's going wrong with you? That's just something to think about, ladies, and I hope you choose the right choice. Thank you very much. See this so I can show you guys. And I'm going to show my audience. Okay.